Yeah, there's a red dot right there.
Okay, I was just checking.
Yeah.
Anthony, it's fine. Everything's cool, Anthony. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Meanspiration. I'm your host, Annie Letterman. This is my guest, Brad Williams. We are here today. We're sponsored by socks. You can put them on your feet to cover up from pervs, or you can jerk off with your jizz in them and call them your girlfriend. Socks. And we're sponsored by socks, tube socks. Put them on your dick, soak them up, harden them up. You got a girlfriend. Prom date. Socks. Found a lot of crunchy ones under my brother's bed. Socks. Don't jerk off into your sister's socks. Socks. Isn't that weird?
Why? They're softer. They're softer.
I would pad my bra with socks, like not to go out, but just to kind of see what it would look like. I honestly thought I was going to have boobs. Like I thought one day I would get I don't know why. My mom didn't have boobs, but she had like a tumor in her pituitary gland. So I thought that's why she didn't have tits.
Okay.
So I thought I was going to just like pass her in tits. So I would just like had a training bra. Like I was getting ready. I was gearing up for him. I was like padding. I was like, oh, this is going to look so good. And then they just never came. They just never
happened. Well,
it didn't happen for me.
Me either. So we're in the same boat.
That's good for you. Anthony's got tits.
Hey.
Just kidding. Anthony, you're actually looking quite fit. I know nobody knows what you look like. Have you lost weight over the holidays?
Definitely not.
I gained a lot. Did you gain weight over the holidays?
A little bit, yeah. But I'm gaining those sympathy pounds.
Oh yeah, so Brad's wife's about to have a baby anytime. Like I had to get you before.
Yeah, literally.
Your life is fucking over.
Yeah, my phone's in my pocket, and if it starts buzzing, I'm bolting out of here.
We're gonna talk so much shit on you when you leave. That fucking asshole.
His life's done. What do you think?
It kind of is done, but okay, wait. So here, I have so many questions about you having this kid. Okay, so Brad, this is Brad's first kid. Yep. A daughter. Do you have a name?
Yes. We're naming him after my favorite. We're naming her after my favorite childhood quarterback. We're naming her Elway.
Elway.
Yeah.
Cute. So it'll be Ellie or El.
Yeah, exactly. See,
what's your wife's
you.
name?
You get it. My wife's name is Jasmine.
Jasmine.
And so it's funny because everyone thinks I thought of the name because it's my favorite quarterback. It was actually my wife's idea. We were debating names. She's from San Francisco. She loves these hippie crazy names.
That's so Asian of her to be from San Francisco. She's Asian.
Well, good. She's Asian. It fits. And then I like very traditional names. So my wife was like, we want to name her Persephone. And I was like, oh, you mean Stephanie? She's like, no, Persephone. I'm like, it's a horrible idea. She's gonna be correcting. Yeah, she's gonna be correcting people her whole life.
Yeah.
It's some either Roman goddess or Greek goddess that no one has heard of. And then she looked up on my wall, and I have a signed John Elway jersey. She goes, "What about Elway?" And my first reaction was, no, that's stupid. I don't want to be one of those people. And then and I thought about like Elway Williams.
The W into the W is really good.
It works. And
also
like you
Persephone.
No, exactly.
No offense, Jasmine, but that was really a bad idea. It's just not like, okay, because when I think of Percy would be like the nickname, right? And Percy's like, it is a nickname, but I think of the red, like curmudgeon-y train from Thomas the Tank or whatever it is.
Is that a Percy?
Percy, I just, Percy felt put upon or something. There was some, I used to work with kids and autistic kids, so we used to watch a lot of
you did? Were you a behavioral therapist?
I shadowed a behavioral therapist, but I did.
Because that's what my wife does for a living.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a behavioral therapist.
I was going to ask that too. I was thinking about going into it, and this one family wanted me to go into it, but I was going to be a special ed teacher, and then just whoops.
And then you're like, I'd rather tell dick jokes, show my tits accidentally on YouTube.
Whoa! It wasn't an. It was an accident. It was an accident. I like there being a little controversy. Did she do it on purpose?
Oh, okay. So there's like. Oh, what did she do it for press? Did she do it like
Reddit? I'm just kidding. I've searched. Nobody put it on Reddit. It's not. My tits didn't even make it on Reddit.
Oh, that's sad because I think everything's on Reddit.
I know. There's a couple things not on Reddit, which I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, that's fucking fuck you, Reddit.
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
Now you have a lot of props on this podcast.
I got a lot of props.
Like I don't know why, if it's a dwarf thing, if you gave me the Game of Thrones sword for that
Wait,
reason.
Do you like Peter Dinklage or do you have beef with him? Because I have beef with him, and I'm going to tell you why, but I want to hear yours.
I have beef with Peter Dinklage, but it's only because I'm jealous of his career. Like I want.
Are you a good actor?
Yes. Probably
Brad,
not.
he's not a good. Can I just be real? Okay, listen.
don't think he
get
is?
theatrical. What is his fucking accent on Game of Thrones? It's like there's like a little Jersey comes
Well,
in.
it's
It's
a myth-
Australian. But it
we're
doesn't
getting to a
match
big time nerd debate
But
now
it
because
doesn't
it's like
match anyone else's. It's like these are your siblings.
because there's a big and it's this thing where it's like, well, it's a fantastical world. It doesn't actually exist, and it is strange because when you watch Game of Thrones, you have like, all right, so that person's obviously from one part of Britain, that one's from another, and then there's like, all right, that guy's I think from Iceland, that guy's from what? Like, there's so many accents, and there's like a couple Russian accents in there, and you're like, wow, they're not keeping this consistent.
They're just like have an accent. I
Yeah.
would come in and be like, hey, what's up? That's you fuck your brother?
Yeah,
Me
that would
too.
be so great. If someone came in and just had either like a New York or a Philadelphia accent.
Do you
That'd be
think
awesome.
that this looks like Peter Dinklage? Hold on.
Okay.
I think it does. Nobody has ever agreed with me. Well, they have that people have agreed with me, but
Peter Dinklage. It's a dog.
wait.
Okay.
Doesn't it look like a Peter Dinklage look? He's got his like serious acting. Like, we're gonna put this up. We're putting the video up. Anthony's not gonna forget this time.
I don't. I'm gonna go ahead with no.
You're such a fucking liar, and I'm sick of this shit. You're having some weird like you have to defend little people shit. And
I gotta stand up for my peeps.
I'm DMing this to you.
Okay. Please do.
To him.
Okay.
To Anthony. You've seen it.
Hold on.
Now, all right.
Damn
So you're
it.
having a kid, but
Yes.
wait, are we allowed to talk about what your lifestyle is like? Because you talk about it on stage.
Oh, you mean like how I met my wife and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
you're a little fucking.
Little freak.
You like to put your dick in a lot of things at once. Now listen, one dick, several holes. Now listen, what happens when you have a kid? Are you going to be swinging or what?
Yeah, so my wife and I, just so we're clear on when you say I like to put my dick in different things, my wife and I met on an app that is called Field, Feeld, and it's basically Tinder, but it's designed for people trying to have threesomes.
Yeah.
Long story short, I matched with two women. We're all gonna go out together. One of the women doesn't show up. I go on a date with just the other one. The other one happens to be my wife.
That's so cool.
And we got along, and it was great. And
she was like, "I'll take it to myself.
yeah,
It's all for me."
and then so when people ask like, "Oh, have you guys done, like you guys got married, so you stopped doing the three-way thing?" No, we do it's fine. It's fun. It's two consenting adults and then a third consenting adult. So let's have a good time.
Yeah.
For anyone who's thinking about doing something like that, I would just plead with them. Constant communication is the key.
I know, because once you start publicly talking about shit like this, then you become like the go-to, right?
Right. Yeah. And I don't want to be like, I don't want to be like, oh, Brad's the threesome comic, or like he's, because like we're not doing it all the time.
Yeah.
This is like a special occasion kind of thing, like anal. You know what I mean? Like special occasions.
Only on accident. Once on purpose. He was Irish. It was so tiny. I was like, we've got to have anal. I was like, we've got to try it. Your dick's so small.
I won't feel shit, right?
It was great. I was just like, why am I doing this? But
yeah. So when my daughter comes into play,
don't say into play.
Oh.
That's the wrong terminology, guys.
So when my daughter's born,
it like that.
So when my daughter's born, and she's alive, living in our house, it's gonna be different in that you can't just call up some girl and be like, "Hey, come on over, put the daughter in the crib."
Do you get just regular chicks or prostitutes? Is that illegal to talk about?
No, it's fine. It's always been my wife finds them.
Okay.
It's always been. Because
she's a creep. I like that.
Because I'm a dude, so like I'm like, how about that one or that one or any girl in this room? Like it has to be my wife going up to the girl, and if they have chemistry, then she kind of does all the work.
Oh my god!
And then
have you guys ever been rejected and then taken it personally?
We've never been rejected. Now that I think about it,
100%
bat in a
of
thousand.
the shots are made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, let me do a slight correction. A girl has never rejected us or never like said yes to my wife and then seen me and being like, not midgets, you know, or
no, they're probably like, woo.
Yeah, this is going real kinky. But there has been times when I've suggested a girl and like, hey, how about you and you guys meet, and then and then my wife meets the girl and goes, no, absolutely not. And I go, all right. No problem.
Do girls ever end up being too much afterwards, trying to hang out, not leaving?
No, we've been really lucky like that, and that's kind of one of our rules is that it can't be someone that like, because like one girl that wanted to is someone who we see a lot,
Yeah.
like who's just like, yeah, let's just like we're all friends, let's have fun, and of course me being a dude, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, and then my wife's like, no, absolutely not, because we see him all the time. And I'm glad that happened because yes, it would be awkward.
Yeah.
Every girl we've ever done something like that with has either been sort of like a one night and that's it, just a fun deal, or has moved away.
Yeah.
So we don't see her.
Well, I guess it went great. They're fucking fleeing the state. Wow, Brad, what the fuck did you do to them?
Oh man. Well, you have a three-way with an Asian and a dwarf. I mean, at that point, you've accomplished all your California dreams,
I know,
and
I'm
then
like,
you just
what
get
else
out of there.
Do you need? They have to be black, I guess. They need to be like,
yeah. So
a mute. I don't know.
Now, do you have any stats like that on your list? Do you have like amputee? What do you got?
Oh, I had the guy with one guy that I went on a dating site with. He cropped his hand out and he had a lobster hand. So obviously I fucked him.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, what am I gonna not bang him? He's got a fucking lobster hand. And they took me to a lobster restaurant. So I do a joke about it, but I wasn't gonna talk about it because I was like, that's mean, you know. He was a nice guy. But then he took me to a lobster restaurant. I was like,
now, yeah,
you have a lobster hand, right? A lobster.
He did that on purpose. Like, if
it was Brad. We were walking down the street, and he was like, "What about this place?" And we walked in, and it was like lobster bibs. Like, I was like, I watched him with his little lobster claw break open lobster claws. It was like watching someone eat their own.
That's all right. He was doing that to test you because, like, if we were going on a date and I brought you Keebler cookies and you didn't laugh, I'd be like, all right, something's wrong with this bitch because this is fucking funny. Like you have to do. Like,
oh my God.
That was a test. But you had sex with the lobster guy?
I had sex with him, yeah.
Hell yeah. How was it? Was it good?
No.
Was it good?
Here's the thing.
Lobster guy.
This is what I was
Come
doing
on,
wrong.
lobster
When
guy.
It's not his fault. It's his fault, but it's not his fault. Okay, when I had just broken up with a boyfriend so I'd never done like internet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I break up with this boyfriend, internet stuff is like rampant. So I was like, all right, I'm horny. I'll go on it. I didn't realize that like, you don't just go like, I'm going to fuck the shit out of you before you meet the person. Like I forgot about like smell, chemistry.
Right.
Like everyone that I meet that I think is hot online always ends up being like, stop, sister. You know, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like the last pussy this guy's going to be in. But I went so hard and I did that twice where I was just like, I'm going to fucking like glaze me like a donut or like ice bucket challenge your jizz, like going so hard, and then I meet them and they're so gross, and then I'm like, it's not that they're like they're all like they look good enough in their photos to get there, but
it's just their
like,
personality doesn't
just
vibe,
things
don't work.
Good, yeah, and I'm just like, and then I didn't want to reject them, so I banged them anyway.
Hey, you know what?
But I'm over those days.
You're a damn champion.
Never again.
I would say this, that a lot of guys don't think that women have those kinds of bucket lists, or like they don't have those kind of experiences, but it's like, yeah, you guys get down too. And
I don't know why they think we don't. We're there with you when you're getting your bucket list done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm always like, why do you not think? It was funny because I was talking to Josh Adam Myers about how many guys I'd slept with or whatever. I was like, not that many, you know. And I said, whatever, 30 or 40. Someone was like, that's so many. I'm like, is it? I lost my virginity. I was 14. Is
14?
Yeah.
Wow. Was it legal?
He was 12. No. He was 16. Was on a waterbed.
There you go.
Sick.
Yeah.
But I just like, I don't know. To me, I was like a blackout drunk for like over 5 years. So I'm like, I think those numbers are pretty good.
Yeah.
All my guy friends have fucked like 100 people. I'm like, I don't know. Whenever I meet, and I always assume everyone had the same experience as me. And then you meet people and people are like,
puts their normal on everybody else.
There's one comedian who talks a lot about fucking, and I saw she wrote, someone like asked how many guys people had slept with. She answered and it was like 7. And I was like, I don't think you should be talking.
But like with those 7, was it real kinky shit? Like,
they were dwarves, the 7 dwarves. It was really weird.
Wow, all 7? Now that.
She's a comedian now.
That is a stat.
It wasn't at once. It wasn't. So I'm just like, so you're basically telling us about the times you fucked your boyfriends.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not that
it's
kind of
not
crazy.
As like, I don't think it's as crazy as
yeah, because you trust those people. You've been with them. You've been in a relationship with them.
Well, you know how like nobody really wants to hear like Like they'll hear like your story about fucking someone. They'll be like, oh, that's a fun fucking story or whatever.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to hear you like, oh, I was banging my wife. Like my wife and I were like gazing into each other's eyes.
Well,
and
it's also something when, especially if people are married or in that long-term relationship, and like, so if I'm telling you a story of like, let me tell you about me and my wife, and then the next day you see her, like you instantly picture all that stuff happening.
Yeah, because it has to be. It's when
time.
I think it's when you're still at the level of objectifying the person.
Right.
Like I do a thing where for years I will just refer to the guy as like his job or whatever. Like I had a boyfriend whose dad died, so I called him Dead Dad Guy. He was in my phone like that entire relationship. When we broke up, he got his name in there. I was like, well, I just want to remember who this is when he calls. Make sure
so
I have. Yeah, like, and they'll get degraded too.
Yeah.
Like I'll like be like, all right. You fucking were shitty, so now you're going back to you're the lawyer.
Have you ever had to write a reminder note to yourself in the person's name?
Yeah. Oh fuck no.
Okay.
Yes. Oh God, no. Fuck no.
Yeah. I had to do that.
Yep.
On one girl, and it saved me because I was in her hometown. I was doing a show, and then she was like, "Hey, let's get together." And when she called, it was like, oh right, this never goes well.
Yeah.
I'm never happy after this.
This
so
is a little
good.
bit separate, but I do this thing and it's pretty gay. All right. It's pretty gay. I'll let you know that. But it's my little coping mechanism for when I'm trying to not text a dude, like for whatever reason. We broke up or I don't know, like I'm trying to just like break away or I'm being too much, being too thirsty. And I don't want to text them. I text myself the thing I want to text them.
Oh. That's not, yeah, that's
I miss your cock, Annie. Give me that dick, Annie. Let's fucking sit on that dick, bitch.
Oh, so like you text yourself the things you want to hear from them.
No, the things that.
So like your phone still dings.
You guys, did you hear that accidental super burn that Brad just gave me that didn't even realize?
Oh,
because if they were writing me, I want your cock, that would mean I have a cock.
Oh, okay.
It was a good burn that you didn't mean to do, but that's fine. It hurt.
I didn't even think about it.
It's fine.
But yeah, so
don't I look like I own a garbage
you
business?
you look like you own an old school cycle in your, like, not the Peloton. That's too nice.
Oh yeah, I have like one. I have like from the 80s,
exercise
the one
bike
where the arms are going.
Yeah,
like
the arm does that, and then
it's
there's
a fan.
fan.
Yes, you go backwards and it fans you.
Why did they put a fan in there?
Because you're sweating. It's great. My parents had one that they never used, so we would hop on it.
Oh, okay.
We'd pop on top of the bike, but it was fun. You're sweating.
I remember my grandma had one, so it was my sister's job to, like, we'd go over to visit my grandma's house during the summer, and so my sister would ride the bike, and then I would just stand next to the fan, and that would cool us off. She was too cheap to get air conditioning, and then because I couldn't ride the bike, she wanted
to keep you guys fit.
Yeah, because then I couldn't ride the bike
because that's not fair.
I couldn't reach the pedal, so I had to hand crank the thing, and then that would cool off my sister.
Oh, that was nice of you. Is your sister older or younger?
Older by 15 months, so we're close to Irish twins.
Bitch. Yeah. What a fucking bitch. 15 months older. That's a fucking cunt amount to be older than someone. Just enough to be real cunt about it, huh?
Just enough.
I have a real twin brother.
Yeah.
We were going to do a podcast when we were back in Philly, but we couldn't get the microphones to work. And then Anthony, I knew I would talk to Anthony, who just give me the fucking look of a man who just thinks he knows more about mics than me.
What does your brother do?
He's in sports broadcasting.
No shit.
He works at NBC Sports. He's on TV. It was so fun because the whole family was together for Christmas. So we'd be at his house and he would be at work, and then someone would be like, Max is on. Max is on. We'd all like run over and watch him on TV. It was so cool.
No kidding.
Yeah, pretty cool. He won an Emmy.
Look at that.
So cool. And then my older brother, not on TV, nothing.
So he's the disappointment?
He's the disappointed. He's the one that wanted it the most too, I think.
Oh, really?
He was, when we were kids, he collected caterpillars. Like he collected so many caterpillars that somehow the local like weird news guy, there was always like this segment on the news where it was like this weird fact. There's this guy Don Pollock in Philly, and I don't know how he found out about it. Someone like told him about my brother, so he came and they did like a little segment on my brother when he was like 8. So that was like, Timmy's gonna be famous.
Oh my god! And
and I in a way collected caterpillars, in college in those blackout years.
Fuzzy ones.
And some were fuzzy, some were bald. And some were trimmed, some were manscaped. But, we can't all make a full career out of it.
Sure. Now, are you proud of your number? Do you think it's too high, too low? What do you
I
think?
just live in my life with no regrets.
Good.
I'm very happy with where I'm at.
Came out. No
Nothing
one
that
wanted kids.
listen.
No diseases. You're good.
Nothing that's happened previously matters.
There you go.
I realized that over the break too, because I get so mad at my parents. It's so embarrassing. It's like I'm a fucking. It's just like to still be mad at my parents is insane. I was thinking I'm trying to do a joke about how I have to have kids because I like need someone to like blame. I can't. It's like I'm too old to be blaming my parents. Like this is crazy.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you get to a certain point, like you don't want to be the 45-year-old, be like, my mom and dad, man, they were really holding me back.
It's already embarrassing.
Yeah.
I can't stop. It's like I've been talking shit on them for like just years, and it's enough. They're so nice, and whatever they did or didn't do back then, who fucking cares? It's like so long ago.
Yeah.
They're the best. But I was like in Target, like fuck you, mom. And then I was like, oh my God. And then that was day one. And then I got it out of my system. And then there were no more fights. My mom did storm out, but she's classically storms out once.
Now you talking about that with your parents. Did you watch the Netflix documentary, I Am Not Your Guru? It's the Tony Robbins documentary.
I did watch that one, but I can't remember.
My favorite part, and by favorite I mean the part that makes you want to throw something through my television, is he goes to the audience and he goes like, hey, so why are you here? What's your trauma? What's your experience?
Yeah.
What are you trying to get over? And this one woman stands up and tells the most horrific story you've
Got
ever
molested
heard.
by her dad, that one,
Yeah,
right?
and like gang raped and like this whole thing. She was a sex slave and like the worst possible thing that could ever happen to someone happened to her.
Yeah.
And then he goes, all right, and he does the thing, and everyone feels good about it afterward. And he goes, all right, moving on. Who's up next? First of all, who the fuck wants to follow that?
Yeah.
And then this one gorgeous young girl stands up. She's young, she's pretty, and he goes, all right, what's your thing? And she goes,
listening to that other woman's thing is actually my most traumatizing experience. I'm sorry, can I leave? That just ruined my life.
Yeah.
Bitch, keep it to yourself.
Yeah. This woman says, I'm really insecure about my diet.
Oh.
And you see Tony Robbins go, bitch. Like in his head, you just you just hear him like, okay, like, all right, let's. And he does his motivational speaker magic, and through talking to her and getting questions, he's like, all right, so that do you hate your father? Did your father body shame you? She's like, no, I have a great relationship with my dad. He's like, okay, your mom, you hate your mom? No, mom's right here. And she stands up and she's young and hot and everything's going. And like, okay, so you're both young and hot. You have enough money to go to a Tony Robbins thing.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And then he finally gets it where it's like, oh, your father messed you up because he loved you too much.
I've met some of those.
And makes her call the dad. And the dad's like, hey, pumpkin.
I love you.
Like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, you fucked me up because you love me too much. And I'm here with Tony Robbins. Imagine hearing that as the father. You just paid $10,000 for your wife and daughter to go to this thing. And then your daughter calls you up and says, you fucked me up because you were too nice to me.
You're getting
as a
prepared.
child.
You're getting ready.
Oh, my God.
You feel like the dad.
Yes, I do. Because I
still feel like the daughter, and I'm like, well, he really shouldn't have spoiled me so much. I mean, why was he so nice to me? What's your fucking? Well, that's codependent. You should be nice to yourself, Dad.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I can make arguments that my dad did the same thing because I don't know how to fix anything. I'm not a real man.
Yeah.
I can change my oil. That's about it.
That's huge.
But like.
You can change your oil?
Yeah,
God damn.
but my wife.
I knight you, my son.
Yeah.
Some of them are real, so that's why Brad flinched.
Yeah. No, but like.
Or slice Brad's ear off. Get you to the hospital early. Your baby can come visit you.
My wife is more of a man than I am in terms of like we
in threesomes?
Yes. She is always on top. But we had this gazebo.
Wait, are you a bottom? Oh wait.
Yeah, power bottom.
Flipped up. Okay.
Power bottom. Cause dad
wait,
ass.
can we talk about you do have a bigger ass than, okay.
Yeah.
As far as asses go in comedy.
Yeah. It's like me and
Theo has a big ass.
Yamanika Sanders have the best asses in comedy.
Theo has a fucking booty, and you can't talk to him about it. He's not comfortable talking about it.
See it with this camera?
Yeah, aim the camera at
Hold
his.
on, I'll stand up on the lawn furniture.
Oh my God, I'm spanking you.
Look at that shit. That's a booty. It's big.
Where's the whip? Where's the whip?
There's a whip?
There's a fucking whip. Where's the fucking whip?
Why am I still standing here? I should be running.
Where's the goddamn whip? I can't find the whip.
I should be moving.
I want to put a MAGA hat on your ass cheek. Hold on, get back up there.
What? So yes, yeah. I'm all liberal, but my ass is alt right. Well, now I just look like one of those guys that puts it in his back pocket and then like has to go to the pick.
No, do you guys see the mustache?
Oh, it's a mustache too.
I'm putting a mustache.
And then I get like 10 talks.
Make America great again.
Lock her up.
Oh, well, we know what our clip is.
Yeah.
No, Theo has a little booty.
Does he have a booty?
He's got a booty. I've tried to talk to him about it, and he's not open to it.
Is this your first appearance on camera? No.
Just get this dirty hand out of here. This Mexican hand. Wait a second. Let me get my hat. Get that Mexican hand out of here.
I love it. You're flinging dust off of that
Yeah, it's dust. No, it's hair from the puppet.
Oh, okay.
That wears it.
That
Anthony's
that's the
half
puppet?
Mexican. Isn't that gross? I'm just kidding. He's a tall Mexi.
So you're half Mexican, Anthony. Now, did you have that thing when you were growing up where it's like you weren't Mexican enough for the Mexicans and you weren't?
Absolutely. I don't speak
Why didn't that?
Spanish.
Yeah. I didn't realize the struggles of the biracial people until I met my wife, who is half Chinese. And it was. I've heard some stories like, wow, the Chinese people were so mean.
So you would call her a
Not gonna say that word.
Oh, I was just saying in half. No, if you cut it in half.
Oh.
Wow, Brad, that's fucked up. Okay, Shane, what's up?
You would call her chick.
You would call her okay.
That's way better than Hoppa.
I'm halfway trash.
Half white trash.
Because my mom was like brought up in a classy family. My dad, it's like he might as well popped out of a tuna can.
Oh wow! So like your mom just was with your dad to piss off the family?
My mom was 22 and my dad was 32, and I think she just was like, okay.
She went through some shit.
Yeah, but I was telling my mom we got in a. It wasn't like a fight. Like my mom got mad at us and stormed out, and we were all like trying not to laugh. Like it was just like. She was drinking, you know what I mean? It was like, it was funny.
I hear you.
We were all like, it was always going to be a good vacation. So she like stomped out, and then I like looked at my dad. I'm like, you didn't raise her right. She was a baby when you got her. You didn't teach her some things, Daddy.
She wasn't done yet. You should have put her back.
She was a baby, 22.
Isn't it crazy when you think about the things like, I'm 35 and I'm about to have my first kid, and I feel like just in the last year where I've been like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Now I can do it. I have my life together enough. But like, I got friends. Is Josh Wolf even 50 and he's a grandfather? He's
a grandfather. He looks so young. It's so crazy.
Anthony, look up Josh Wolf's age. But like, he's a grandfather. And I'm just like, how young were you when you had those kids?
Well, Nate Bargatze has a really funny joke about how like the people that have kids in high school are smart because like your 30s are your best decade. And so then you're like done.
Yeah. And you can go party with your kids.
Because I'm 30, and you're probably.
How old
what?
Is he?
He's 45. He was born 1970.
He's 45?
He's 45 and he's a grandfather.
Wait, he's 45? He does not look good for his age. I'm just kidding.
Shout out to Josh Wolf.
I fucking love Josh Wolf. He's the fucking man, dude. I want to do mushrooms with him.
He's got abs. Wait, we're going to fix my mic.
Oh, you got to flip it? It's just, I'm not good at smoking weed.
Now we're just going to do the Freddie Mercury thing.
Oh, you're so cool. You're so fucking cool.
Your mother
I thought you were going to blow it like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, and then get real skinny.
I had just be eating soup in summer. I can only hold on to soup. It's so hot out. I had my first grade teacher, Tom, at Green Street Front School, died of AIDS, and he looked like Freddie Mercury. And I know that sounds weird and that I'm just saying all AIDS people look alike, but he looked exactly like AIDS. Tom looked like AIDS Freddie Mercury. He always said he was the big cheese. He called himself the big cheese.
Was that how he was saving your phone, as AIDS Tom?
There were no phones back then.
Son of a...
I was in second grade. First and second. And he had an overbite like him. Is that an AIDS thing?
No, it's a orthodontic.
It's a Gades thing. from sucking so much dick. You're like a tongue. I was told I'm a tongue thruster. They're like a cock thruster.
Tongue thruster. That is I would love for a metal band to be named Tongue Thruster.
Tongue thruster.
That is a good band name. Oh,
but
they're
it's just
playing
like
Outside
I just
Lands
got like
next year.
I just got a retainer. That's all. They gave me this retainer that had these prickers on it that was supposed to teach me to not swallow the way I swallow. That lasted about one day. My parents just really spent a lot of money. I'm just starting to get to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see things from like my parents' point of view from now on.
Now you said you quit smoking weed today.
Today I did, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yesterday I did, but then I smoked.
Now, was there a incident that sparked this?
Well, I'm on my third set of AirPods.
Okay.
Airbuds.
Yeah.
Whatever they're called.
Sure.
And so there's that. And then, because I'm just like, oh, you leave these places, right? I already have ADD. I'm just giving myself Alzheimer's pretty much.
Okay.
It's already difficult. I'm not as fast on stage. Like my sets, I'm just like, ugh. And I don't know how to gauge them as well. Like people be like, great set. I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, no, it was good. I'm like, there's no way that was that good.
I love watching. There's certain comics where I mean, I love watching your whole set, but you're definitely one of the comedians where I particularly love the beginning of your set.
You're like, it sort of tapers off at the end, but
yeah, then it just goes to shit.
It does. That's kind of true.
No, I love watching the beginning of your set because you can definitely sense that the audience, right when you walk out, makes all these snap judgments about you. Like, oh, here we go. This is what this is what she does. Like, there's a moment where they go, oh shit. Like, and
I try to start talking about rape right away.
Yeah, and you always surprise them, and I love that. I love watching you go up at the Comedy Store.
Thank you so much. I was looking at my phone because it was buzzing, not because I don't respect your respect for me. No, you kill in a way that's so fucking annoying. It's actually really annoying. No,
Why?
it is, because it's like,
why?
It's just a crush where I'm like, oh, I guess I've never killed. I'm always like, oh, I never killed. I'm always like, no, I killed. Oh, okay.
You know who did that for me when I was coming up was I came off the stage one time. This is at the Improv, and it was a real bad crowd. And I was just like, all right, I got some laughs. That felt good. Yeah. I crushed. And then Ian Bagg goes on stage and he's
all crowd work too.
Wrecks the room and just, my God, where I went, so I sucked. I thought I did
also the crowd
good.
work comics, it's like, it's so hard to compare yourself to them because the audience is like freaking out, like with Rick Ingram too, where it's like,
I love Rick.
They're like, it is so impressive. It's so impressive to like build, because you're building the joke with the audience.
Yes,
you know?
yes, and you can see that, like, they were given tools, and you already had your shit built together.
Yeah,
it's like it was a model airplane kit, and you had all the directions. And you're like, look what I did, and then someone went, I built this with twigs, and you're like, what the fuck? How? How'd you do that?
But both of them are, I just feel like I like doing crowd work, but I always, whenever I open for people, they're always like, stop doing so much crowd work. I'm like, oh, okay.
And I get why you do that, or headliners don't like it because
it eats up all of their.
Yeah, like they can't do it, or like, especially if you talk to someone who's like a real character,
and then they keep talking and shit too. Then they get comfortable talking.
And then they get like, oh, and then like sometimes it sets the stage where the audience will go like, oh, so that's part of this is we yell at the comic, and then they turn that shit into gold. And then for some headliners, it's like, no, absolutely not. I talk, you listen. Like, that's how it works.
I feel like it is like, it's fun to have like when you do like a full set and no joke. Like I haven't done that in a long time, but I used to do it a lot where I would just like only riff the entire time.
Yeah.
It'd be so fun. I'd have like a really good set and I'd be like, oh, I'm the fucking shit. And then I realized like I learned nothing. I have no new jokes. Like I didn't work on the cadence or the timing of another joke. I'm like, this isn't getting me any closer to a special or money or anything.
It was just fun. Like,
it was just
go,
for
that
that
one was
moment.
for me.
Yeah.
That one was for me and for those audience members. And then even if those audience members come to see you again, they'll be like, yeah, but I was at that one where you like improvised the whole time. And you're like, yeah, right. Yeah.
Whenever I go on drugs, like whenever I'm like on mushrooms or something, I'm always like, I have no clue if I'm like, is this weird? I like, I'm not sure. I can't gauge the weird level right now, but I'm always like, you know what? You're welcome. You guys saw a lot of comedians, and
all right,
now you got one on mushrooms. That's fun. You got to watch like a cool thing.
So I have never done mushrooms. Ari
Ooh.
Shafir has been trying to get me to do mushrooms
Oh my
for like
God.
4 years.
He's so fun.
And I just never have. I've never
One
been
day
in the
he's
right
going to hand you a
experience.
chocolate.
And I'm just gonna
That's
go
going to
for
be
it.
it. No,
Now-
you're not going to know what it is. That's not Ari's style.
Now, like when you do when you do mushrooms, because I know some people that when they do mushrooms, they're like, all right, I'm gonna go to Joshua Tree. I'm gonna do some mushrooms. I'm gonna lay out on a roof and stare at stars. I'm gonna go up on a hike or something like that. And then there's some people, like I've got a friend that just goes, oh no, I do mushrooms just and then go throughout my day. And I'm like, whoa, that sounds
Well,
weird.
it depends on
Like-
the amount. So if you microdose, it just kind of makes you a little bit happy. But then, like, I haven't done like a really like large dose in a while. It's hard. You got to be with the right people because you can't be.
Yeah, because I get worried about a bad trip where I hear stories about people that go like, oh, I did it, and then this happened, and then I start freaking out like the whole time.
Yeah, I still think that's not a bad trip. I still think that's a good trip, but it's just some weird shit that needed to be moved around and shifted. But it is like, I mean, I'll like just start crying. I'm like, fuck. I want to do them with Josh Wolf. He does mushrooms and does like a live podcast. I want to do that with him really bad. And I like trust him so much. He's such a good dude. I just love him. So I wouldn't feel weird. But I mean, there were people, I did mushrooms with this guy who had never done mushrooms before. And we were like, had just become friends, but we're like kind of like flirty and stuff. And it was just like the worst scenario to be just like, because it was like undefined feelings and stuff.
So,
and
like,
then
what are
we're
we
like,
doing
you
here?
add like this like layer of like, no,
and
so fucked up.
And then your earring started talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, that's not good."
No, and it was like right after Brody died. I'm like, just like literally was feeling so emotional about it, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck, I don't know what to do."
Yeah, see
I'm gonna cry in front of this fucking stranger.
that's what I'm worried about. Is it's like having that weird thing of like an emotional thing.
And Ari will give you a lot. Ari,
yeah.
I had him call Ari to like give him the dosing, and Ari was like, Ari was like, you have to have. Ari's like, do at least 3 grams or whatever. I'm like, what? Like I did 1.5 and was losing my shit. 3 grams is like a lot.
Is that a lot? Okay.
I think it's a lot. It's like a serious, and he's like, you're going to need to have like food and stuff by you on the near wherever you're sitting in case you can't walk. I'm like, Ari,
I don't want to not be able to walk. Yeah, I don't want to be.
He's like,
curled up
put cash in the back of your pocket in case you wander off. I'm like, what? Wander off?
Have your ID. Have a note tagged you like in the beginning of Watchmen, like please look after this boy. Like
Please.
just
like you're a kid flying an unaccompanied minor.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
take this boy to this address. Yeah, that would see, I'm worried about like something like that happening to me. But
yeah.
now it's like I don't know if now with my daughter coming is if I'll never do it, or like after a few months I'll be so into like I need a weekend off and I need to go do some mushrooms so I can get right and come back with
so jealous you get to be a dad. If I could be
Way
a dad,
jealous.
because it's so like you're the assistant coach, you know? Like, if you don't
You're
show up, like
I'm the backup quarterback.
if you don't show up, nobody cares.
Yeah,
it's like
no one cares.
it's like fine. Oh, I got it anyway. It's like a nightmare. Like
and that's the thing is I know that going into this where I go, oh no, I am the assistant.
Right.
My wife is head. She's gonna do everything that she needs to do, and she's read so many books and she knows all the shit.
It's so Asian of her to read all the books.
She's
so good. She's a good student.
That's not that how it goes way further than that. She has made charts for when leaves the baby with me, like where it says, is the baby crying? Yes. Okay. Is it crying for this reason? It does have a shitty diaper. No. Then go here. It's like a choose your own adventure of like how you get the baby to stop crying. It's ridiculous.
That's cool.
And like it's great. I feel dumb that she made this, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm really glad that you made that.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I'm going to
good.
be able to check that and just go through the checklist.
And anyway, when the baby's born, you're not even going to know if that's going to be helpful until
yeah.
you don't even know.
So many people have told us that where they go read all the books, take all the advice, but then as soon as your kid's born, throw it all out the window because you're just improvising.
What's the deal with going on the road too? Do you have a tour and stuff?
Yeah. If you go to bradwilliamscomedy.com, you'll see I'm booked through the year, but I'm taking essentially 3 months off. So January, February, March, so I can be there. So the kid knows who I am.
Oh my God, she's a behavioral therapist. That's why she made the chart.
Yeah.
She's training you.
Yeah, she's training me.
Like you have autism. Oh my God. She's going to give you like veggie booty if you get it right. She's going to be like, here's a piece of popcorn.
Hey, the reward system works well. You know,
It really does.
There's been times when like we're having an argument and then she'll say something to me and I'll stop and go, are you running one of your programs on me right now? She's like, no. Like,
don't OT me, bitch.
You're doing that. Like you're treating me like one of your needs kids. It's crazy, but if we're being all honest, that's one of the reasons why I was so attracted to her, is because I knew that I am going to be gone on the road doing my job, and I can't be with a woman who's going to be at home going, oh my, the smoke detector won't stop beeping. And I'm like, do something. I'm like, I'm in Virginia. Like, I can't do shit.
You got one that's half Chinese, half lesbian. It's perfect. She can do everything.
Yeah. She's a Swiss Army
She's
knife
smart.
Yeah.
And she knows how to change tires and shit.
Yeah. She built a gazebo in our backyard. That's not a joke.
I can't believe her backyard.
She built a fucking gazebo where we were supposed to have a gazebo building party where me and like 4 guys come over, drink beer, and
who were the guys?
They're not comics. They're just like all my high school buddies. But like we were supposed to just drink beer and build a gazebo, and then I was on the road and she just calls me and goes,
please tell me you were all little people. You're stacking on top of each other's shoulders to get things up.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. I do have some dwarf friends that would have been funny.
Wait, is dwarf the way to say it?
Yeah, dwarf, little person.
Little person's like saying African American, right? It's like a lot.
Yeah, it's like that. Or if you want to be super PC, you go person of short stature or LP.
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 Oh, I like person. LP.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my LP, bitch.
Yeah. It sounds great. And then we call you guys reachers.
Oh, okay.
That's our term for you. Yeah.
I do reach a lot. If you know what I mean. This podcast is a lot of reaching.
There you go.
Thirsters.
But yeah, so my wife called me while I was on the road and just said, "Hey, I drank the beer." She drank the beer by herself and built the gazebo by herself. She's like, "I got bored." So I just built the gazebo.
She doesn't watch TV or anything?
She does, but she watches, oh God, she watches horrible shows. I hate my wife's shows. I hate them so much.
What does she like, reality TV?
Yeah, she's really into X on the Beach, which is just trashy as fuck. And
I know a girl.
Yeah?
Whose boyfriend, she was dating a guy and he went on X on the Beach and she had to break up with him.
That's a good reason. Because
like he got called in and he it was like something for his career or whatever. So
he's like, sure, I'll go.
And then she like couldn't deal with it yet. She was like, wait, I can't handle this.
It's like, well, no, babe, I had to fuck these 3 Instagram models for my career.
It's so embarrassing too. Like your friends know him and shit.
It's horrible. Yeah, she watches X on the Beach and she watches Forged in Fire.
Like, that's good.
Like,
come on, you're an LP. Show. You should like that. That's LP Central, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's like, because
that's a great show.
My people know how to make battle axes.
My sword just went limp when you said that. It was like,
What did you forge this sword?
I forged this one.
Did you make this one?
Say it again. Say that show sucks. Say it again.
No, but now I know what a quench is. You know, when you quench your sword, I know what that is. So
it's like
you learn shit.
But do you guys see what's happening? It's getting limp. You guys, these props are fucking killing it. I'm like Girl Carrot Top. You guys love me.
What's the most embarrassing show that you enjoy? Your sort of guilty pleasure show.
Well, I don't think it's embarrassing, but Survivor is my #1 favorite show.
There you go.
It's the best show of all time. And I ran into Jeff Probst. Well, I know your name, Probst. I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm. I ran into him. I name dropped Joe Rogan within 0.2 seconds.
Sure.
I was like, I've got to have an in with this man. I would never bother anyone famous ever, ever. Jeff Probst, I was like, I was tearing up. I was like, I'm so excited for this new season. I was like, I'm so sorry, you're a king. I was bowing to him. I was like, I was just on Joe Rogan's podcast. I was talking about you. And he goes, oh, I love Joe. And I'm just like, yeah.
All right, like, that's our in. Oh,
yeah, I was like,
Rogan,
okay, great.
Done.
Awesome. And then he was like, you should come on the show. And I was like, oh, I mean, I've talked about this on here. My listeners get mad at me because
oh, you repeat
stories. I don't give a fuck. Where's my money?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Venmo.
Also, guys, not about money, but you did see my tits, but it's fine. We'll let that go because you guys aren't sending me money for it. So we're going to let it go because I have no option.
You should totally pay her. You saw the woman's
You saw my
boobs.
tits or get a cameo from me.
There you go.
Get a Cameo.
Are you on it?
I'm on it. It's
Cool.
Are you on it?
No, they hit me up a lot, but no.
I know it's like really.
I
It's hard. It's a hard. Well, the problem is, okay, so I was like, fine, I'll do it again, and then someone would be like, all right, can you say that you watch this, and that? I'm like, wait, I'm not going to be a commercial for you.
Right, because I was all for signing up, putting up my photo, and then just like, all right, I'll just see what happens. But then, yeah, when you sign up, they want you to do all these like introductory videos. I'm like, no, I'm not getting paid for these.
It's just hard. No, but those people were
So
paying me because
lazy.
my
so
rate was
lazy.
like really low before, and then I was like, no, I have like a commercial agent and shit. Like, if you want me to do a commercial for me, you have to pay me thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It's not like a Cameo rate.
Right.
But if you want me to like tell your boss like to eat a fart, I'll do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good thing.
I got props and shit. I had a fun one the other day. This guy was I had to do a Cameo for him because his friend's girlfriend set him up with a guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with a girl, sorry. His friend's girlfriend set him up with one of her friends. And then
Okay.
he ended up like declining the date.
Okay.
I don't know why. He didn't say why, but he just like didn't go on the date. And then his friend is mad at him because his girlfriend's mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
So his friend's all pissed at him. So I did a whole Cameo about like all the times that setting people up hasn't worked well. Like, you know, like.
Someone set up Nicole Brown Simpson with OJ.
Yes. Come on.
Look at that. Do you
And-
want to go down that route?
Who was it? The Kardashians? Possibly the Kardashians. I'm wearing a Kylie lip.
Oh, is that?
I got one of the Kylie lips,
Okay.
but then I ate food, so it kind of came off. But I don't give a shit. But it was expensive, and I did feel weird giving her money.
Now,
That's going right to her ass, her fake ass.
so we did Lights Out with David Spade together, and I didn't know how hardcore your fans were until I did Lights Out with David Spade, where you got some crazy fans, which is why your crazy fans should be giving you money.
For my tits, my breasts,
solid tits. But yeah, like you're
all right.
Like your
You
fans
know
are
what,
insane.
guys? I'm gonna give you a half off price for my tits. Okay,
Half
we're
off.
doing this week only. Okay, the Brad Williams week only. Half off. He's short. We're cutting it in half.
Half off a person.
50%
half off the price.
off. Only $20. $20 for seeing my tits. $20 for both. 10 each. Come on, guys.
And she'll donate all of that money to the Australian Fire Relief.
Yes, that's what we call my rent.
She's not gonna do that.
Australian Fire Relief. That's what I call the uncut men who have been in my life. That Australian guy that gave me herpes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wait,
Wait, how bad is it? But I don't really want to talk about it. But how bad is the fire?
Oh, I haven't done enough research.
I don't want to
so-
talk about it.
Yeah, but
I know it's rude, but I'm like, I'm not woke. I'm sleepy. I'm asleep. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to know this stuff.
sometimes I just want to not know what's happening in the world and have a beer in my backyard and smile and.
He's got a gazebo. Leave
my
him
dog.
alone.
My
He has a
wife built it.
gazebo.
But I was gonna say.
Did your wife propose to you too?
Twice?
Really?
Yeah, I turned her down both times.
Thank God, Brad.
One time was during we were watching Chris Cornell in concert, R.I.P. Chris Cornell, and he was doing a cover of Sinead O'Connor's "Nothing Compares
Oh
to You."
yeah, I've seen that.
And it
That's
was
great.
fucking beautiful. It was one of the most beautiful things, and we were high as hell, and we were watching this, and it's just pure joy
Yeah.
was streaming through our veins, and she just like her head was on my shoulder, and then she just looked at me and went, "Marry me now," and I was like, "No,
Like, don't ruin everything.
no, let's." And then the next time it was my mom's birthday party. My mom turned 70. And she rented a house in Lake Tahoe, and we went there. It was the summer. It was gorgeous. We took a walk on the lake, and we were sitting in a hammock. It was the most romantic thing ever. And she just looked at me and goes, "Marry me."
You're like, you're
now."
ruining all these romantic things
Yeah,
by
like,
making
just
me a
let it-
total fucking nerd.
Let it happen when it
Yeah.
happens. But then I finally proposed, and
How long after her proposals did you propose?
Oh, not long, like 2 months.
Yeah.
because we'd already talked about
Yeah.
it. It's like this was gonna happen.
Okay, I met this girl
Mm-hmm.
years ago. I don't think she follows me anymore. But I, like I would meet these random people
Her
and
name's
then
Peggy.
in front of them. No, I like Peggy. Peggy's my girl.
Okay.
No, but there was this girl. I can't remember what her name was, but she, I had followed her on Instagram, just like a random pressure follow because she
Okay.
was in front of me.
Sure.
And then I just stayed following her for a while, and she started posting these like she's like, "Oh, I proposed to my boyfriend," and they did an article on it, and it's like, it's the most upsetting thing I've ever seen. She came in on a horse.
What'd she do?
She came in on a horse.
Okay.
Okay.
Like with a sword or a knight or something?
No,
Or just-
like I think she had a
like a
flowy dress on. She
damsel in
came in and
distress?
he has long hair. It's just
Okay.
so gross. And he was crying and I was just like, I want nothing to do with you.
What's
people.
gonna happen in that house when there's a spider? Like no one's gonna kill it.
I mean, the horse will eat it. I hope they own that horse. What the fuck is that? I was like, this is literally the most upsetting.
A woman proposing to a man, but more specifically in that way.
Everyone was watching. I'm like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, I understand the instinct of a woman wanting to propose because, you know, you don't want to wait around for it. You're like, come on. But it's like, but wait.
Some celebrity just did that, like
I don't remember who they
female
were, but
proposed,
yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, cool, that's fine. I'm fine with it. But it's like in my case, I was like, no, let me do it, and I had a plan. I knew what I was gonna do, so I was like, no, let me.
It's like it's your thing that you get to do. It's like a whole, and also it's like if you're proposing to the man, it's like he probably isn't ready to get married because he would have done it for you. But I feel like if I'm gonna propose to a guy, it's gonna be a cock ring over the fucking plastic dildo I'm pegging you with because you're getting pegged, bitch.
Yes.
If your girlfriend proposes to you, you get pegged.
Yes.
I'm not even. And listen. People get upset. You shame them. I want you to know 100% I'm shaming you. You're getting pegged. Your girlfriend's on one fucking knee and you're getting pegged. Sorry.
What do you have a dream proposal scenario for yourself?
I have literally never even imagined getting married. I've never, like, I want to.
Sure.
But it took me until like this year to really be like, oh, I think I want to get married and have a kid.
Okay.
But I'm like, oh, before I was like, I just was like.
Never like.
I mean, I just never dealt with a lot of my shit.
You weren't that girl that was like dreaming of her perfect wedding when
No.
you were 15 or whatever.
I did imagine like, you know, sending my kids to their grandparents' house and like learning Krav Maga or something and hiding in all black in the closet when my abusive husband comes back, like J-Lo and Enough. Just fucking, just fucking like
that movie.
Just cutting my hair short.
Just
Oh my God, I watched a J-Lo movie the other day. It's got to be stopped, okay? J-Lo's got, it's like just the balls of them to make this movie. It's called Second Chance or something. Second Act. Did you see it?
I didn't, even though I believe my
Adam's
heterosexual life mate Adam Ray's in that movie.
Adam's in it, and this is the only reason you should be making the movies is to employ Adam. But am I allowed to talk shit on it because Adam's in it?
Sure, you can talk shit on it.
The plot, guys, spoiler alert, okay? Spoiler alert. The plot is that J-Lo, it's like when they want you to think like Tom Hanks is just a regular guy. It's like,
right.
I'm sorry, you guys, you're so rich. I see your face every day.
Right.
You're not that good at acting. Your fucking face looks like you had like.
Yeah, no, it's like because
they sacrificed a virgin over your face, and that's why it looks.
Yeah,
like
Melissa Villaseñor does a bit about this. How like every J-Lo movie is kind of the same.
Yeah.
Whether it be Made in Manhattan, whether it be Second Act, whether it be like it's all like, I'm just a lonely Latina girl, and I don't know what the big city lights are doing, and then she like maneuvers her way into that scenario, and now she's got to kind of fake it or whatever. Like that's every J-Lo movie. So
it is, but it's like, J-Lo, bitch, you were in line. I saw you be fucking Selena when I was like 6. Like you, come on.
And it's like if you're a 48-year-old woman or whatever, and you look like J-Lo, you're not like working in the mailroom. No, like you're not just like
you're famous.
Oh, I've been in, I've been a clerk my whole life. Like, no, you're doing shit.
She's working at a supermarket.
Okay,
and she's really good at it.
Okay,
and she's like planned these mommy groups or something where all these like people get together and talk during. And I'm thinking, first of all, and then the like superintendent for the supermarket comes and is like, oh, wow, you're drawing so many people to the supermarket. I'm thinking they would go, get these fucking fat women out of here. Get them the fuck out of here. Why are they sitting in our lobby? This is a grocery store. Buy your groceries and move. They're not going to be like, oh, you're having a book club in the middle of the fucking.
You don't get to do that.
So that was unrealistic. And then she's like, well, maybe I can get a raise and get that job. And they're like, no, you only have your GED. Like, you get out of here, scram, you Hispanic bitch. They didn't say that. But so then she's like, but I raised all the sales. It's like, how? Okay.
Yeah.
She's got her hoops. I thought it was disrespectful because her like trashy is just dressed like I am now. I was like, she looks great. She looks like she makes a lot of money. On Cameo and Venmo.
That's
shows her tits online.
That's always a trip when I see like people on Cameo where I'm like, oh no, you're really rich.
It's weird when really rich people
like,
do it.
What are you like? You're worth more than $30 million. Like what? Like
it is funny though. Think of the gift of it.
Yeah.
That is a funny ass gift to get someone.
Oh, I got a Cameo for my buddy who's a lifelong wrestling fan, and I got Bret the Hitman Hart to like talk to him and say, you're gonna be great in life, and like you're gonna do all that, and he like legit freaked the fuck out.
It's so funny.
So
it really is funny. It's
yeah, but like and I think Chris D'Elia is the most expensive person on Cameo.
Oh my god, how much does he charge?
$10,000.
I love D'Elia.
And
D'Elia is so cocky. It's like such like I admire it so much. Sometimes I'm like, what would D'Elia do? Like when I'm like, is this too cocky? I'm like, it's never too cocky.
Yeah. Well, like, cause and he does it not expecting anyone to pay it, but he saw that I think Caitlyn Jenner was the most expensive person on Cameo. So he's just like, no, I want to be the most expensive person on Cameo. $10,000. That's my price. And I'm like, good for fucking you. I wonder if people
get it.
I hope so.
Oh my god, it's probably his friend Justin Bieber or his friend Eminem. D'Elia, what the fuck?
Isn't
D'Elia,
it so weird?
Watching.
Yeah, isn't it so weird when like your friends are friends of like these insane
D'Elia,
people?
like when I came to LA, D'Elia had already been on Whitney and he had already he was already famous, but it wasn't like, I mean, he's like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's madness.
Cool.
But he busts his ass. He goes on stage almost every night that he can, and
I love D'Elia.
It's cool.
He's the man.
It's cool being at the Comedy Store and like seeing just like I was walking through the parking lot and just stopping for a second and like looking at all the cars. I mean, like there's a Tesla, there's a Benz, there's a Lexus. Like
there's a Honda Civic with the most bird shit that I've ever seen in my life on it. And you guys, we're gonna post a video. Anthony, it was a lot of bird shit.
Annie's car, and that's why you need to give her money on Venmo. I mean, you saw her tits. She needs a car. Come on, people.
Listen,
step the fuck up.
I'm not saying I'm gonna get a tit job. I don't want one, but maybe it would go towards them.
Wait a minute. Now,
I really don't want a tit job.
Here's something. Would you crowdfund a boob job, or if a guy came to you and said, "I'm giving you $10,000, but it has to be,"
I would never get a boob job. I would never in a million years.
Good for you.
I've never wanted a boob job. I used to always like make jokes about my boobs and things, but I like my boobs. I always liked them, but it was my secret. Shh! Don't tell anyone I like my boobs. I had a whole bunch of jokes about them.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, hey, my wife is Chinese, so she also has small breastises, and the thing is like, I've seen older women with small boobs. They look good when they're older because the small boobs look good.
Yep.
When you age, you're gonna be a fine ass.
They maintain eye contact with God.
Yeah. Bitch. Where it's like, unless you're Salma Hayek, who I don't know what the hell she did to her boobs last night, that they were perky as shit. But like, yeah, those things eventually drop.
Okay, so my neighbor, I have a neighbor who's in her late, I guess mid 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And she flashed me the other day and I was like, you should own a home. Like, you should own a house. Why do you live in an apartment building?
Just because her boobs are so great?
They're so good. I was like, what? So
now we're going to shut off the podcast and go over and say hi to your neighbor?
Well, I just haven't. Yeah, I know. We're both like,
hello. Hello.
I feel like this.
Mm-hmm.
I never really realized that. I always was like, I never liked guys paying for my shit or whatever. And then like, as I get older, I'm like, oh, I see the exchange now. I've noticed, I'm like, oh, like, girls are the titties and guys are the money.
Wait, how so?
Like girls have tits and then guys pay for them.
Yes.
I don't have boobs, so I never experienced that. But then when I see like my friends with big boobs and I'm like, oh, I just see guys like buying them things.
Yeah. And you're
it's because of it's literally because of their tits.
Now, all right.
I also have a thing where I think I was like very blocking of that. Sort of energy.
Now,
but now I'm
if
like,
guys had like strange requests from you that wasn't sex, it was not sex or like
randos,
like if it was like, hey, I would like you to wear this pair of panties for a week or go work out in them and then send them to me. And that's all I want. No sex, no nudity, no nothing like that.
I have a price.
You have a price for that?
It's $1 million in quarters.
$1 million in quarters.
That's to see my feet. That's for any weird sex stuff.
So like if
That's
a guy
the starting rate.
okay, or like maybe, or I guess you have a Cameo, so a guy could like go on and like pay a certain amount of money.
I really thought you were gonna be like, I guess you have a camel toe. I was like, oh my god, I know. Sweatpants.
No, but like a guy could be like, hey, I want you to insult me or something.
Right,
and then
that's
they get off
fine.
on that, and then like they paid like $15 on a Cameo.
Well, it's like,
to do
you
that.
know, I can pretend like I don't know that that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Why is this?
You mean you can be kind of ignorant to it. I'm shocked.
I just don't think I like honestly I just don't it just I've had like execs lean in for kids. Like I've had like a lot of weird moments, and I just always am like, I believe in myself. No, I think I can do it without this.
Oh, I love that.
Like no, I went like this.
I believe in myself.
I had another I had another producer do that. I was like, no. I was like, that was recent too. Oh my god,
That's so great.
it's just so. I'm like, where's my like?
Yeah. Well, because I'm shouting out to all your viewers. If you're listening to this or watching this and your sexual fetish is you want a pair of used panties from a pregnant Asian woman, hit me up. I got
How
them.
much?
I got a lot of them.
How
Dude,
much?
like $200. $200. You can get some used Asian pregnant panties.
I feel like this. I feel like honestly, I'm a public figure, so I feel like the price should be really, really high.
Yeah.
And also it's like I feel like you can't once you give it, it's done, you know?
Breast milk. Y'all want some breast
Oh,
milk?
get the breast milk.
We're gonna have some. I hear it's high in protein. I hear some bodybuilders like to use it. So
Is that true?
I've heard that. I've
Does
heard
Dolph?
that. Dolph
Nick?
Ziggler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to our friend.
Hi, he's gonna be on the
Dolph Ziggler.
podcast.
He is?
Yeah, he's coming.
Oh, he's great guy. Pro
I'm
wrestler
so embarrassed
Dolph
that
Ziggler.
all of you guys are coming into my sweet mansion. It's so embarrassing. I have like a really nice apartment.
This is a palatial estate.
It's
Don't let
so
her lie to
nice.
you.
I just feel so weird
I don't
having all my
know,
friends who are like they
like-
think they're more successful than me, and then they come and they're like they
It's
feel upset.
Really, like I'm really intimidated, and I feel like, first of all, like how many people have a sunroom?
To have an extra room that's just a sunroom.
Oh, it's
That's where
just
I keep
amazing.
your sons.
Okay, what is something that you would do with just insane fuck you money? Like just something you would have in your house, something you would own, something you would pay your friend to do. Like if you just had insane fuck you money, what do you do? Because like, or is there like a special thing that you would do to your house? Like I would have a whatever room.
Train in something.
Train in something like
I would want to like
martial art,
learn.
or-
Well, I do jujitsu, and I think I would probably
Hell
get a
yeah.
lot of privates.
Okay, yeah, you would.
I would like, you know, really actually learn how to do it well.
Roll
instead of
around.
this weird nonsense that I'm doing now. Where I'm just like, I'm only learning how to allow other people to hurt me is pretty much what I'm learning at this point. I'm at the skill level where it's like, yep, you can hurt me.
When my wife isn't pregnant anymore, she would love to teach you.
Oh, does she do jujitsu?
She does jujitsu, and she's a black belt, fourth dan black belt
She's
in
such a lesbian.
Taekwondo.
Your wife is so gay.
She used to fight.
That's so cool.
She used to fight like in tournaments and shit.
That's
she would
fucking
own,
awesome.
She would own.
Yeah,
fools.
your wife is cool as shit. I don't know why I didn't think her name was Jasmine. Jasmine's so like the rice, you know what I mean? But it's like a little too typical.
Well, that and like, yeah, it's like, wow, if I say Jasmine Rice, her name is Jasmine. She's Asian. Don't want to make that joke.
Yeah,
like,
just like
it's too easy. Or yeah, no, yeah. So like, so you don't really have any like you
I
train
don't
in
know.
something to do
I would
something with
maybe
fucking
get.
money.
I would. Oh, I don't.
Because I would like, you know,
That's
those
such a good question. I should start thinking about these things
because you
it's
know
coming,
those,
bitch.
Yeah,
It's coming.
I mean, if you look around, this is already.
It's
stunning.
already here.
You can already have anything you want and more. But
popcorn
like,
machine.
if I ever get some fuck you money, I want a room in my house. And you know those like Himalayan salt lamps, that
Yeah.
are trendy, or whatever. I just want a room that's like 100 of those.
Okay.
And you just sit in and you just like, you just bask in that. And you
Is
like,
it supposed to be good
breathe
for
it
you?
in. It's supposed to be. I don't know if it is or not. but
If
I'd
you're
love that.
out of salt, are you able to just scrape that off the side?
I should try that.
I
See.
honestly think because it does shed a little bit.
Yeah. So, all right. So, because I want my Himalayan salt room, if you guys want to hit me up for some breast milk, or if you want some Asian pregnant panties, hit me up. Let's get Brad Himalayan salt room. I want to keep up with Annie and her incredible.
It's really, I have a lot of Himalayan salt lamps.
Yeah, like you, like, would you have the thing from like Almost Famous where you just have a guy in his underwear just like lighting fireworks in the corner?
Oh, I would have a mouth. I like to have a mouth on mouth
on command.
Mouth.
I love.
I would
that.
have some hot dudes. Yeah, I would have some hot dudes around. I have a history of paying for men's stuff, so
really,
I would probably like
try
not to, but
like charity cases where you're like, I'll pay your rent, I'll pay your car payment.
it just ends up being like that. Yeah, where it's just like we're together, and then it's like.
Oh,
They feel bad, so I'm just like, will this help you? But I'm working on my codependency and no more.
Hey,
but when I get
understand
rich,
that.
it's gonna make it fucking weird.
I used to do that. I dated a girl that I bailed out of jail twice. Twice. And not,
what was she in jail for?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Is it wasn't
what
even
was she in jail for?
It wasn't even for like something sexy or something like, oh, she killed a guy, or like it was literally because she had unpaid parking tickets and
oh my God,
she
my
had
kind of girl.
Yeah, and she was living in a small
Brad
town.
and I used to date when I lived in Santa Fe. Did you guys know that? I did lose my virginity to a guy named Brad.
Really?
Yeah, he went to prison. Not for fucking me.
What,
heroin.
What? Oh, so for heroin. So
his
like,
was sexy.
Yeah,
His
that's
was
a
like
sexy way to go to
couple
prison.
Teeth rotted out.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was fucking hot.
Yeah, my ex just lived in a small town where the cops got bored and was like, "Who's got outstanding parking tickets?" Like, "Oh, she does. Let's go get her."
When I used to live in Santa Fe, I made friends with all the cops, which is
Yeah.
literally the greatest move I ever made in my life.
Do it.
And then the parking guys too. I had a scooter, and I would always go, "Don't ticket scoot." I would always every time I'd see him, I'd like beep beep.
Yeah.
Don't ticket scoot, and I would say to him all the time, he never ticketed it. I was always like,
love
"Don't ticket it."
I love that. Well
I
done.
just was so. I said it so many times that he just never did it.
He's like, don't think it's good. Like it's in his head.
And he would come to the restaurant I worked at. I give him free coffee.
There you go.
No.
Quid pro quo.
Yeah, I didn't even have to suck anyone's dick.
Right?
All these sluts out here blowing people so they don't have to get a fucking parking ticket, and all you had to do was give them a free cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you guys remember like 10 years ago when the cop got in trouble for they caught him fucking someone on the hood of his car?
Oh yeah.
That was my friend from college.
Was it?
Yeah, that was my friend who's a cop.
Oh, the cop was the friend.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Dude, hey man.
My boy. I thought that was weird because he was married and had a kid, but other than that, other
I
than
was about
the
to say,
turmoil
good job.
and humiliation that it gave his family.
I was about to say good job until I found out about the wife and kid.
I mean, he was doing.
Unless they have an open marriage.
When I
in
met
which
him,
case-
he was not a cop, if you know what I mean. He was certainly not a cop. So, but I'm not going to say his name.
Love
but
it.
I want to so bad, but I won't.
No,
He's my
that's
friend. He would always tell me weird, fucked up cop things. He'd always be like, "Man, don't drink on pills." And I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna." And he's like, "Don't do it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "Your body gets all bloated. We come to your house, you're dead, you're bloated. Like you're bloated, you're blue." And I'm like, I'm just eating fucking soup. Like I wasn't gonna do that.
And I had a Tylenol.
I'm obviously an alcoholic, but do you see me with any pills ever?
No, because you're classy like that.
But
Annie.
he would tell me scary things. But I never died of pills and water.
Now,
I mean,
now, why does this
booze.
podcast have mean in the title?
It was
are we supposed to be mean
originally.
to somebody?
Well, we are mean to people if they need it. This guy last night, he goes, "Yeah, I'll probably bomb the first time." The guy at the hotel or Chateau Marmont. He goes, "Yeah, people like bomb the first time." I go, "You're gonna bomb for years," and he laughed. He goes, "No." I go, 100%, 100%. Like, get the fuck over yourself. If that's how you feel, I got one kid who keeps writing me about how great he is, how he's the funniest under 21. I watched your set, bro. You're fucking bad at comedy. Can I just say that? And your little cocky attitude is disgusting.
Okay.
But I originally was having people call in for advice, and then I would give them like very honest, kind of brutal advice. But then we just stopped doing that. I stopped doing it at the place I was doing it, and I started doing it at my house. Okay. And Anthony and I just decided
keep the name
that we didn't want to figure out how to do it, and just never did it. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think we should do that again? Where people call?
I think people sending in their stand-up is even funnier.
Oh my God, that guy won't leave me alone. I'm blocking him. He's so bad. There's this guy who's so bad at comedy.
Yeah.
And we played his thing and we disguised him because I was like, it's so bad that I can't. But he's like, I'm the funniest comedian. He goes, I'm the funniest. He's delusional. He thinks he's funny.
You realize this is literally the plot of the Joker.
No, honestly, that's what I'm saying though.
This is literally you're creating the Joker.
But
Andy.
I'm saying, I'm like, become something. You could become something out of this.
Yeah.
Like you could be something out of this. Like you could use this to.
Person
but
with a
he's
successful
delusional,
talk show.
So he's just like. Like he was DMing about this. It's like, and then he comes up with fake accounts. Like he thinks I'm a fucking idiot, and he'll be like, "Why were you so mean or mad at that?" I'm like, "I'm not mad at you. You're so unfunny that I was horrified. It was so bad that it wasn't anger. It was just like, ugh."
Isn't it so weird that like, and this sounds so fucked up to say, but like, bad stand-up comedy offends me.
I was offended.
Like offensive jokes, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'll laugh at them. But like bad stand-up comedy and like insanely bad stand-up comedy, and then the delusion that comes with it that that's good and you're doing well, that offends me.
It's so upsetting, and it's like they do bringer
weird.
shows and shit, and then they think they're good because their friends are laughing, or people are just being nice and they're giving them like chuckles. They don't understand how bad they are.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law just watched the comedy episode I did where we made fun of this guy, and she goes, I am not a comedian. I never go to comedy shows. I knew exactly what his punchline was going to be like 2 minutes before he said it. It's just so bad, and it's like,
wait, your sister has never been to a
my
comedy
sister-in-law,
show?
like she's been to like she's only been to like a couple that I've been to, but she's not like a comedy fan.
Okay,
you know?
so she goes to your shows.
She's been to, but she's like, I don't know anything about, but I'm like, she's like, I knew it was bad.
Yeah.
Like I knew how bad it was from the beginning. And this kid, and then he'll just come in as like fake people and try to like, it's like, dude, there's only like one person defending. It's you. It's the same line. Like nobody, everyone hates it. Everyone's like, this is terrible.
And you need people in your life.
I got Venmo'd.
Oh, when?
From that, people were like, that was so funny. People Venmo'd me for hurting him.
Send in your bad stand-up comedy tapes.
But I interrupted you. Yeah, it's like you need people to be mean to you.
Yeah, you do. You need that person to be like, hey, don't fucking do that, and like stop it. Like all this super positive like reinforcement. I remember when I was a kid, I told my dad I was gonna be a pro football player, and he just laughed at me and like, you could be the ball. Like he's like, don't do
Your
that.
dad's good. That was a way better joke than that kid.
Yeah, he's like, do something else, do anything else.
Yeah.
And like, so, but yeah, I needed that because obviously not, and of course my mom was like, he could be a pro football player.
Yeah.
And that's like, no, he fucking can't. Look at him. He's nothing. Like,
okay, my next door neighbor growing up we used to like make out and stuff, a little thing.
Hot.
We made out over the break, no big deal. But
Good for you.
I was like, this makes me feel old and young at the same time.
Right? Because it's like
we were watching
nostalgic.
Arachnophobia too. We're watching like
Wow.
old school movie. It was fun. It was like kids were upset. I'm like, Jesus, his wife was in the kitchen. It's like, like this bitch is using the blender. It's loud. She can't hear anything. But no, but so he had a younger brother who was like born when we were 12 or something.
Okay.
And he would just like peg him with the ball. He was so mean to this kid. And I was like, you're bullying this little kid. He was smack him with this ball, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, what are you doing? His little brother plays for like the minor leagues now.
Really?
It's like he did good. It
wow.
worked.
Bullying works, people.
It fucking, we need bullying.
Yeah. Like, obviously, you like, someone made this point the other day where it was like, now kids, like when we were growing up, you had to deal with the bullies at school.
Right.
And then you came home and you were safe.
Yeah.
Now with the online stuff, it can be just constant and fucking horrible. But you need that little bit of, everyone needs a little bullying. A little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. Just kind of like.
Just a little.
keep
Let me
you in
flush
line.
your fucking head down the toilet once or
Yeah.
twice. Come on.
That'll teach you.
Stop
Hopefully-
kissing boys. You're a guy. No, I'm just kidding. That'll teach you. Kiss your opposite gender.
Yeah. I don't want you to be gay, so I'm gonna send you to a gay camp. There's a lot of other men struggling with their sexuality.
My God. Did you ever see But I'm a Cheerleader? It was
No.
a movie about one of those camps. It was really good.
Oh.
It was so good. It was, they were just all like falling in love with each other.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you send a bunch of dudes to like the mountains where it's just them all struggling with their sexuality.
So sad.
They're gonna all do that together and
They're
hopefully
trying so hard.
support each other. That, I mean, here's one thing that I'm terrified with my daughter is because
Trans.
I would hope so. No. My
Wait, what's her name again?
Elway.
Elway is a good trans name.
Yeah, right. So my daughter is going to be a little person. We found out she's going to be a dwarf, and so that means that I'm gonna have to go back to dwarf conventions and bring her to these dwarf conventions.
You're gonna be such a star.
Well, the thing is though, is I remember what these dwarf conventions were when I was going there as a teenager and a young adult.
You're fucking, right?
Everyone's fucking so much.
I went to a Quaker youth retreat it was all the youth groups. It was called
Yeah.
Youth Quake, and I tied sheets together and climbed out the window and went and hooked up with
Well done.
my friend who I banged a couple years ago, and it ended our friendship forever.
But like that worries me because now it's like, oh, I have to take her to these conventions now so she can meet other little
But
people.
were your parents with you
No.
when you were at the convention? No.
Well, they were when I was
Are your parents little?
No, they're not. They're tall. So they had no idea what was going on at the convention. They thought it was like all for like they do sporting events and workshops and togetherness. And it's like, no, it's fucking. It's a lot of fucking, because especially if you're a little person.
Were you popular?
Yeah, I did okay. Me and my buddy Steven were like the hot guys.
Yeah.
It was so weird because like.
Were you wearing like Janko jeans? Like what year was it? I would love to see Brad in Jankos.
We were wearing Rue shoes. Remember Rue's? They had the pocket in them.
You could put a little penny on the side too.
Mm-hmm. So like, but like it was weird to be like not thought up as sexy for a year. Wait, you said Rue.
R.I.P. all the burning animals. Okay, go ahead. Wow, you guys. Time out. We need to be woke for a second. I'm really sorry about all those burning animals. Okay, back to your shoes.
Oh, that was so funny. No, like, I don't even know. Now I feel like the woman that's like, I feel insecure about my diet. Like now I have to follow that. No, but
and the animals are burning. Go ahead, Brad. Back to your silly little story. So you were getting what? A lot of pussy, which is also an animal, but not the ones typically burning now in Australia. Go ahead. You were getting a lot of pussy. No, tell us more. Tell us about your hog, which is also an animal. I don't think typically burning in Australia.
They don't care if those burn. They just make bacon. But like it was weird to not be considered like sexually attractive for a year in school with all the girls trying to impress them and they didn't care. And then go to a dwarf convention and all the girls were looking at you like, oh, you're hot.
Yeah.
Like that is a mind fuck.
Did you have an eyebrow ring or anything?
No, I mean, I did have bleached tips.
Yeah, you did. I knew there was something. I knew you had something.
I had some frosted tips. Now I got the...
Did you do sun in?
What's that?
Did you have sun in or did you actually get them bleached?
No, I got them bleached. Yeah, I tried the sun in and it just made me look like Andrew Santino.
Yeah, and, it was very orangey. And then it would bring out any sort of redness you have in your cheeks. My brothers looked crazy.
I mean, you don't want to look like Andrew Santino.
Ew, gross.
Have you seen Andrew Santino?
He's disgusting.
He's horrible.
He's
gross. Fucking horrible. He looks like he just looked into the Ark of the Covenant. Like, and his face is melting off.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
Andrew Santino is fucking horrible.
He kind of actually, if we're being real, his face is so cute. Like he looks like a little like ginger Gerber baby that grew up. Doesn't he have like a little Gerber baby's face?
Ginger, like
he has such a cute little boy's face.
Like if they did a Where Are They Now with the Gerber babies, then Andrew would pop up, be like, yeah, you know, I got into coke at age 7, but now I'm fine.
Yeah, he's like, I'm actually only 10 now. I just aged really fast.
Wait, all the coke.
Did you ever see what the kid from The Shining looks like now?
No.
Let's just say he's not red rumming any pussy. Yikes.
Yeah, there was that one, and then my wife had never seen the movie Jerry Maguire, and that was on the other day, and so we sat down and watched it together, and then She kept talking about the kid,
Jonathan Lipnicki.
Yeah, and I go, don't Google, don't, and then you can cut in right in here and go.
We talk shit on someone, but you don't know who.
Yeah,
it was Andrew Santino's.
It was all Andrew
Stunt
Santino because that guy's so weird looking.
He's so weird looking, but he does have the reddest ginger hair I've ever seen.
I like that he's a full ginger.
Do you know what it looks like?
What's that?
It looks like the burning animals in Australia. It's so fiery. Guys, I do feel bad for the animals. Listen, Venmo me some money, and I'm gonna send it over to Australia. Okay.
She will. Send the Venmo.
No.
What's your
But
Venmo?
also,
Say your
I
Venmo.
really do feel bad about the animals, and I'm so sorry. I'm sorry they're burning. I'm sorry. But also, do you think when pigs burn, it does smell like bacon?
I would hope so. Like that. Like that's like the one good part about it.
Ew. Do you think it smells
What?
good in Australia right now?
With all the bird animals. Oh god. Oh well.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this.
This is why I'll never be on SNL.
I think this is.
They're gonna
Oh
go
my
find this
God.
video. We love you, Australia. Now I'm gonna go send you a bunch of money.
Australia, listen, Brad's gonna send money on behalf of both of us. I just
I'll
all my
send
money
money
went
in
into
your
my beautiful home, so I
I
can't.
mean, you could tell. What was that?
Wait, guys, no, I feel really bad
that
for
like
the animals.
Baroche Rococo style. That's amazing.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It's-
Yeah, it's really. There's a lot of
Is that pure? No, that's not real gold, is it?
It is. He's looking at my bidet.
No shit.
Yeah, it's a golden bidet.
Wow.
They call it a golden shower. It's just Andrew Santino peeing on us.
God, that would be so horrific because he's so ugly.
He's so ugly.
Oh my God, he's
Ew.
just horrific.
Did you do whiskey ginger?
I did. I did.
How long ago?
I was in his home. I was in Andrew Santino's home. It is not posh like this.
No.
It is not.
It's probably trash.
Yeah,
Right?
it-
Oh,
'cause-
he's garbage.
I mean, it matches Andrew's face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, but no, but it was a fun podcast to do, and he gives you nice whiskey. So,
Oh, I'm gonna relapse when I do it.
are you not drinking, or how long?
I
have you
stopped
not been
drinking right when I started comedy. You
So,
think you've seen me drunk?
3 weeks ago, then.
You think?
No. You see what I did there? Stabby.
Oh my God, I went to this guy in the front row. I'm gonna do this more. I went to this guy in the front row the other day. I go,
Yeah.
high five, and I just slapped his face. High five, smack.
Oh, see, I think that's hilarious, and that is something that all female comics should do. And like a male comic couldn't do that to a woman.
Anthony got skull fucked by
Skull
Louis
fucked.
Gomez. Louis J. Gomez
Like
put his
grabbed
J
your
in
head
face.
and like,
I was sitting like against the stage in the main room,
yeah.
and he was like super drunk on stage and stuff, and he was like, stand up, and I'm like, okay. And then I just feel like him grab the back of my thing, and then he just like brought, it was, it was
All right.
right.
One time he fucked a pocket pussy in front of me when I did Legions of Skanks.
Wow.
Louis is always let's just say he's fucking things either in front of me or things that are in front of me right now.
You got Louis first.
I got Louis. I was the number one. Yeah, I got Louis Jade.
Oh man. Hey, no, there's moments like that. I got work one time at the Bret Improv. I used to live right next
You
to
used
Bret
to get
Improv.
work at the Bret Improv.
I
Wow.
know, because Andy Dick got fired because he put his balls in someone's drink in the front row. So they fired him, and they called me up.
And that was the start of his relapse. He started licking his own balls.
No, so you've been sober for a while then?
Yeah, almost 11 years.
11 years.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
I have found, and I'm not sober, but the Comedy Store just started carrying Heineken Zeros. Shout out to Heineken Zero if you want to sponsor me.
Hey, and that's another sponsor we have. We are sponsored by Zero.
But like they're non-alcoholic and they taste delicious.
Oh, it's non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
But they taste delicious. Like
That's a sign you're gonna relapse usually if you start drinking them.
Right. And like so like I like having one. I drink, but I like having one because it makes me feel like I'm having a beer and I'm walking around and I have that like I'm more,
Yeah.
but then I have to drive home and I get drunk very quickly
Yeah.
but then I don't get drunk. So
Yeah.
it's great. I love it.
I want to I'm gonna start drinking some fakies. I used to really enjoy in high school and early college when you tease a person, not let them know that O'Doul's was and see what them fake getting drunk. That was always
and
fun.
they go, "No, I can feel
I'm
it."
fucking
And
wasted, and you're like,
Oh,
oh,
adorable.
you didn't inhale any of the weed either, did you? Now let me ask you a
'Cause that was
question.
grass. Yes.
So you get a lot of little people jokes.
Mm-hmm.
How do you seem, to me, you seem like you take them all really well. You're a comedian, you get it, and
Sure.
it's funny.
Yeah.
But does it bother you?
I mean, sometimes okay, like the same way we talked about how like bad stand-up comedy offends me.
Right.
Sometimes it offends me not because it's like, oh my god, I can't believe, but
Right.
it's more like, oh, that was lazy.
Yeah.
Like that you didn't try.
Yeah.
Like now, if it's a good dwarf joke, oh my god,
Yeah.
I will laugh harder than anyone. Theo Vaughn and Ralphie May had some of the greatest dwarf jokes ever. Like nothing that I
Did
ever
Ralph
came.
ever try to eat you?
So many times.
So many times. You
Ralph,
got lodged inside him.
here's a wonderful Ralphie May story. Ralphie May would call radio stations that he knew I was at because he would check my schedule. He would know the press that I'd be doing in whatever city. He would call that radio station while I was on there and be like, "Hey man, this is Ralphie. I'm not there, but I'm just letting St. Louis know Brad Williams is slinging dick. He's got a big I got saying it. I slinging dick." Because he saw my dick one time. And then, so like ever since that, he would call cities and be like, "Hey, it's slinging dick." And it was the best. I would laugh so hard. And it wouldn't be like he wasn't performing that weekend. He was trying to sell tickets. He was just doing it to have fun. And it was so wonderful. But yeah.
But Ralphie making fun of you. Ralphie's like
Yeah.
a big fat guy, so he
Yeah.
was used to people making those things.
Yeah.
Theo has the face of a special needs person, so he understands.
Love
Wait,
Theo.
how good does Bobby Lee look with a mullet? He
Yeah.
looks so like handsome and
He
distinguished.
just got one, and he's like wearing leather jackets.
He looks great.
Showing up to the store in a mullet and leather
He
jacket,
looks
and you're like,
so good. I'm like, I could. First of all, it was the greatest Christmas gift I've ever seen when he posted the first picture of it. That's
yeah.
so fucking funny to steal Theo's exact type of mullet too. Oh God, that's so funny. And then he like, but I was looking at a picture of him today that he posted maybe yesterday or today, and it's like he looks really good with it.
Go with a mullet,
Who
man.
fucking knew?
It's rare. It's rare that someone could actually get a mullet and improve their look.
I like that. I like Theo bringing the mullet back. I'm trying to bring Juicy back. I think we do have this weird power as performers when we're in front of these sold out audiences all the time. We can tip some shit.
Yeah, and the whole key is you don't announce it.
Oh.
Like you don't walk on stage and be like, I'm bringing like Theo didn't say
He just
like,
had it. He had like one joke about
he
it.
just had it. And then and you just keep it up.
And it's something people make fun of you for. So then they're like coming at you.
Yeah. So like for you, if you're bringing Juicy back, wear it on stage, make a joke about it, but then just keep wearing it on stage.
You know what my joke was?
What was it?
Hey, sorry I was late. I was stuck at a strip club in 2003.
It's a good joke.
I mean, I literally looked like, and then I was talking about losing my virginity. I was like, I was wearing the exact same outfit. It's like, it's such a time warp fun thing.
Oh my
I know.
God.
I need to get something else. What's my other? I have so many.
I mean, you have those Hart glasses.
I have my glasses and all different colors.
Yeah.
Oh, I went on a date with this guy and I left my sunglasses there, but I have like a million pairs, so it doesn't matter. But so then I hadn't talked to him, and his way back in was like him sending me a picture of him like giving me the finger and holding up the sunglasses.
Okay.
So then I was like, okay, like
All
you can
right.
give them back if you want or whatever. And then he like he can't, for some reason he can't make the date. So then finally he brought them up again. He goes, oh, I still have your sunglasses. And I went, okay, well you can either get it together to ask me out again. You can give them back, or we can never talk to each other again. You can keep the glasses because I have them in every color. Good day. Haven't heard from him since.
Ah.
I just don't have time. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Do you want to hang out with me or not?
Yeah.
I don't care, but I don't want to text. Why
No.
would I be texting you?
Make the move, buddy.
Because here's the thing. The first date was really fun. The texting was really fun. Then all this time passed. Then he came back and then he's trying to pick up where it left off and it just can't. He made some like comment about my butt. I'm like, we got to ease back into butt. You're friend zone, motherfucker.
You
It's
can't
been
come strong to the hoop.
It's been 3 weeks or something. It's like, so you got to start over or fucking be done.
So you know what? You want to do advice stuff?
Yeah.
I have a piece of advice to ask you because my friend just asked me this, and it's like I'm a dude. I know my advice is not going to be good.
Garlic.
Okay.
Shove it up the pussy.
Right.
Kegel 7 times. Look in the mirror. Say, no yeast, no yeast, no yeast. Snap 3 times. Spin. Queef out the clove into the toilet. Flush thrice. And then you no longer have herpes.
Gene, yes. No, he's been on a date with a girl twice, but he hasn't made like a move yet. He hasn't done a thing. and now he's worried about getting friend zoned. So like,
here's the thing. Who fucking cares if you get rejected, right? You have to, the whole thing that's hot about a guy making a move is that when it works, it might not have worked. So that's why it's hot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a 50-50 shot every time. So he just, next time he sees her, he just has to fucking find the right time and he'll know it. He's got to take her personal space from her, lean in and make a fucking move. And if she says no, he's got his answer. He's got to just deal with it. It's nothing to do with him.
Yes.
It's not his problem. Maybe he waited too long or whatever. But it's like, that is the risk is the hot part.
Yeah. And it's the fact it's like, okay. And I told him kind of something similar. So I feel good about that. Where I go, hey, like if you don't do anything,
you're friend zoned.
This won't happen.
Right.
So if you try it and you get rejected, okay, you're right back to where you were. Like you
What were the hangouts? Were they dates? Or was it just like
one was to see my comedy show and one was
and she came back.
Yeah. and then one was to see they went to see some video game convention. I don't know.
They're the same type of nerd.
Yeah, they're both into Assassin's Creed.
Oh, make your move.
Make a move. She's a cute nerd.
And then if she friend zones you, like, just move on.
Yeah, then it's like, all right, that didn't work, and it's fine.
I mean, I will cling to a motherfucker. I'm like, I cannot believe when people reject me. So I'm like, wait, what? Like, I don't. And then I'll wait like a year. I'll be like hanging out every day, like, oh, when do you change your mind?
You will slow play that.
But I don't do that anymore.
Good.
Today, I quit smoking weed and I quit being fucking clingy today.
New Year's resolutions.
It's a type of attachment or something. It's like, it's just like, it's all related to like how I was treated when I was a kid. It's like so silly. But now I'm starting to realize like how I'm addicted to the drama of having to chase.
Yeah, the chase.
Fuck that.
It's so funny because I was talking with somebody at the store about this who's this perpetually single guy, and he was asking me about being married, and he's like, man, I like the chase. And I go, why? And I go, do you ever play a video game and use a cheat code? He goes, all the time. I go, that's what marriage is. It's a cheat code every day. You're done. You're at the end of the level. You don't have to go through all the shit all day. You're just You're just done. And I go, that's what it is. And he goes, and like that kind of made him go, oh, okay.
It's hard for people to be that vulnerable, I think. And I think when you're like, oh, I'm not playing this game anymore and everything slows down, it's like you're just faced with not really that person, but it's like you're the reflection of yourself on that person.
Wow, that was deep.
You got to think about your own shit.
That was deep, which is also what she said on that last date. Hey.
No.
Venmo this woman.
We didn't fuck. He played with my hair. It was cute. It was so fun. I was like, don't you want to hang out again? And then I go, he's only in town for a couple months. I was like, do you want to hang out again? Like, I just started being like direct because I'm like, good. To me, it's like, I just don't, and not that like, I don't feel like attached to the situation in any way. He doesn't live here. It's fine. But I was like excited about it in the beginning and that's just completely gone. But I'm just like, what's up? Like, I kind of want to like, feels like a puzzle. I'm like, how molested are you? Like, I don't, what? Like,
oh, that would be the worst game show ever.
What's wrong with your dick? The best one. I'd be the fucking host. How molested are you? But I like a good molested boy. He was molested, but I do like a good molested boy. But anyway, so I go, do you want to hang out? Why?
Why do you like a good molested boy?
Because I like, it's like kinky role play. Like, I show up with like a fake mustache and a fire truck and I fucking rape you like the fucking scout leader did. Fucking bend over, Bobby. You're about to learn how to make a knot.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
So then that's fun. I don't know. It's just fun to be like, yay, we're molested. Oh, cool. We're in the same club. But now I'm like, maybe I should shoot for a non-molested, regular, cool, just normal person.
I don't know if regular, cool, normal is out there. Like,
everyone's all fucked up for some way.
You'll find someone who's your kind of fucked up.
Andrew Santino is hideous. He's so cute. His face is so pretty. He really does have let's look at. I'm gonna Google image him real quick.
Oh. Yeah, what is the
Oh my
Google
God,
image
look
that
at
comes up?
Ian. Why does Ian look like that?
Ian Edwards.
Look at this picture of Ian.
Zoom in on this. You're going to be thirsty for Ian Edwards. Ian, buddy. Look at you. Look at you looking.
I have these pictures of me and Ian. Wait. How in love with me does Ian look?
All right.
I was like, Ian, I didn't realize you're fucking
They're actual photos.
Look at him. Have you ever seen him smile this much?
You guys look like
I did not realize he's sprung, dude.
You guys look like this is a montage of a
sprung.
romantic comedy.
He's sprung.
Ian Edwards looks so happy.
His eyes.
If only Andrew Santino looked like Ian Edwards. Like, that'd be so much better.
Blackface with the ginger hair. That's almost like Haitian, like my dear friend Anthony. That man is in love.
Look at that. Good for you,
Ian, you're in love with me.
You got him. Trapped.
I'm hanging out with him tomorrow to write jokes, and I was like, I'm available after 3, and he was like, all right, have fun at jiu-jitsu. I was like, ew, my schedule. You're in love with me.
He listens. Ian Edwards listens. He's a good man, and he listens. He's a good man, not like Andrew Santino.
No. And Andrew, like, really, who cares what his personality is? Because he can't really get past that hideous face. Oh, he's disgusting.
Very true.
No, he's so cute. Andrew, he's a monster. I think you're hot.
She does. It's very true.
Honestly, a lot of the comics are hot. I'm like, I get proud. I always go through the hallway and I'm like, be like, Dalia and Shab and Santino and Theo. I'm like, ooh, hot boys of comedy. Like, ooh, we should do I want to do a calendar that's the hot boys of comedy.
Oh,
that's so funny.
Well, I mean,
we could like Callan could be
Callan
can be December because it's the oldest month of the year.
Callan will be an insert in every month. Like every month has just a little.
He should be the last day
Callan.
of each.
Yeah. So yeah. And then, well, I mean, you got to throw Bert in there. You just have
Bert's
to.
in there.
Bert's in there. Okay.
What month would you want to be? What's the shortest month? February?
February. So
yeah, you're February.
I mean,
oh my God, we'll put you in blackface. Oh my God, this is
career.
You guys.
Done and
honestly,
done.
and we'll have one that's dedicated to the dying animals.
And Venmo her money, and so then she'll send it to the
guys. I do care about the animals.
Yes,
I will tell you, I am pro plastic straw because I don't like sea turtles, but sea turtles are not being burned to death because they're in water.
No, because they're in water. They're untouchable.
Okay, unfortunately, because those are the animals that I'm very not into.
Let's do the Hot Boys of Comedy calendar.
Okay.
I would laugh so hard.
All right, guys, and we're gonna sign out here. Brad, do you have anything you want to? This is gonna come out on Thursday.
Okay. Go to bradwilliamscomedy.com. That's where my entire tour schedule is. I'm taking a couple months off for paternity leave, but then starting in March, I'm getting back at it, going back on the road. If you're in LA, I'll be in Flappers and Burbank in March. So yeah, go to that. But then your
comeback is Flappers.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Coming back at
Great
Flappers.
audiences.
Yeah.
Burbank, baby. All right, guys, you can hit me up, AnnieLetterman.com, sign my guest list. My mailing list, buy some fucking merch. I've sold 4 things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get better merch for you too, and maybe I'll wear it on here. I'll model it for you guys.
Yeah.
And
Venmoer.
Cameo. I'll do something funny with props. It'll be good.
And send her your favorite Andrew Santino photos.
And your favorite Andrew Santino photos for my spank bank. I'm gonna put them all on my ceiling.
Damn right.
And then what else? Yeah, follow my Instagram.
Sure. And then keep watching Lights Out.
Yeah, watch us on Lights Out. I'm going to be on February 6th now. I was supposed to be on Thursday, and they...
Awesome. I'll be on January 21st.
I want to go on with you again.
I know. You just show up, and then we'll kick whatever person off.
I know. I don't like that I got moved a whole month, but it's fine.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm
going to get ripped.
You got moved to February, which will be my month when we come out with
That's
the Hot
your
Boys
month?
of Comedy calendar.
Oh, my God. We're going to do a calendar starting in February because February to February. Because we're comedians. We don't know times.
Done.
All right. Check us out on Lights Out. I'll be ripped. I can lose all my holiday weight. Anthony, jerk off into these socks. Thank you, guys.
Done.